Just when you thought the storm around Chase Elliott might start to calm, the gales of controversy are blowing stronger than ever. Chase Elliott will be clearly absent from the asphalt of Gateway this week. This shocking development is the fallout from a contentious collision in Monday's Coca-Cola 600 that prematurely concluded both his and Denny Hamlin's race day. The incident occurred on the tension-filled lap 186. As the pair maneuvered around turn 4, their cars danced dangerously close, their metal bodies trading paint. Elliott and Hamlin found themselves entangled in a high-speed drama that NASCAR couldn't ignore. The racing organization, after a careful dissection of the incident, delivered a damning verdict. They announced that Elliott deliberately took out Hamlin. The plot thickened as Hamlin, with a Sherlock Holmes instinct, shared a snapshot of Elliott's steering chart on Twitter. Elton Sawyer, NASCAR's senior vice president of competition, delivered the chilling verdict over the airwaves of Sirius XM radio. It was an intentional act by Chase, he said, according to Bob Pockrass. Hamlin, who won last year's iteration of the race, was furious. Speaking to crew chief Chris Gabehart over the radio, Hamlin demanded that NASCAR park Elliott's F-ing ass. He reiterated as much in a post-race interview with Fox's Josh Sims, likening the incident to Bubba Wallace's wreck with Kyle Larson at Las Vegas last year. Wallace, who drives for Hamlin co-owned 2311 Racing, performed a hook move on the number 5 car, causing a major wreck. He was also suspended one race for his actions, a move that Hamlin supported at the time. Hamlin said of Elliott, "It's a tantrum and he shouldn't be racing next week. Right rear hooks are absolutely unacceptable. I don't care. It's the same thing Bubba Wallace did with Kyle Larson. Exact same. He shouldn't be racing." He doubled down on actions detrimental. NASCAR needs to do the right thing and be consistent here. It's time to make the right call. There's no excuse you can give, Hamlin added. He was going dead straight, and then all of a sudden, he takes a hard left 120 degrees with the steering wheel. That is not an accident. It is intentional. Hamlin said that if NASCAR doesn't do anything, he plans to call an emergency episode. Hendrick Motorsports announced that it would not appeal Elliott's penalty. Hendrick Motorsports said in a statement, "We understand NASCAR's need to maintain consistency in its officiating. The penalty will not be appealed, and we will submit a formal request for a playoff waiver." Corey LaJoie will take Elliott's seat in the number 9 car. Truck Series driver Carson Hocevar will fill in for LaJoie in Spire Motorsports' number 7 car. Through the first 14 races of the 2023 season, LaJoie sits in 20th place in the point standings, 38 points below the playoff cut line, with a top finish of 4th at Atlanta Motor Speedway. If he wins on Sunday, his victory would count toward his playoff eligibility, despite the fact that he is not driving his usual car. Josh Berry, who replaced Elliott in 5 of the 6 races he missed earlier this year when he was out with a fractured left tibia he suffered in a snowboarding accident, is set to be racing in the Xfinity Series race at Portland International Raceway this weekend. So Hendrick Motorsports had to turn to somebody else to replace the 5-time reigning most popular driver. Elliott finds himself on the outside of NASCAR's playoff standings as we pass the halfway point of the season. Hendrick Motorsports have applied for Elliott to receive a playoff waiver so that his missed start doesn't affect his playoff eligibility if he qualifies, either on points or by winning a race or races. He currently sits in 29th place in the standings, 81 points below the cut line. That deficit will only grow after the weekend's Gateway race. If he's unable to make up the point difference and fails to win another race during the regular season, Elliott would miss his first ever playoffs since becoming a full-time Cup Series driver. How will Chase Elliott rebound from this unexpected pit stop in his career? Will this sideline stint merely be a bump in the road or a turning point in his storied journey? Also, is Denny Hamlin's outrage justified? Was Elliott's move a reckless contempt for the rules of the track, or just a desperate lunge for victory? We'd love to hear your insights and perspectives. Feel free to drop a comment below, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to NASCAR Today for the latest in the high-speed world of NASCAR.